Oh gods, close the gate. Close the damn gate. The white creepers, they're coming. Oh, hey up, it's me, Meoweth Snow, King of North up here. No, not to worry about, it'll be right. What say we get some scran and start the hardcore episode? Lovely. Ta-ra! Hello and welcome back. Oh, I'm spinning. Getting dizzy, are we? Getting dizzy. Oh my god, I'm getting dizzy. Oh my god. Hello. Welcome back to the Forever World. We've got to crack on because I've got some big plans for today. I want to start planning out our first mega build. If you don't count like the giant mountain as one, to be fair. Mega builds are kind of more structures though, right? Which we're going to get round to. I promise we'll get round to it. But we got some other stuff to do today first, okay? Namely, I'm very conscious that starting a mega base means that's a new project. And I kind of promised that I would finish the medieval town before we move on to anything else. So we're not going to abandon it. We're just going to chip away at it bit by bit. Which means we should probably get a new building in here. And I'm thinking we start by adding in a building here. We've currently got a tavern, a bank, a bookshop, and some kind of military courtyard here. But I think today we'll add a cute little bakery just as the first thing you see when you enter the city here. Of course we need resources. Everything needs resources, okay? I probably have most things just scattered in the 50,000 chests that are around like here and everywhere else, like literally everywhere else on my world. Really need to sort that out, hence the mega project starting, because we need a better storage system. What are we going to do for the montage, you ask? It's just going to be a normal montage, just a normal resource collecting montage. There's not going to be anything weird about it at all. Nothing's going to happen at all, don't worry. It's just a normal montage, okay? And there we go, see, a totally normal montage, nothing weird at all. He's just doing his own thing. You know what? Maybe we should take a closer listen. Let's get in there. No, they're stupid for thinking my karaoke was bad. I've got a really nice singing voice. It definitely doesn't sound like Grating Metal. It's them. It's not you, King. Okay, that was weird. That was really weird. I'm sure he's fine. Let's have another listen in. Okay, you can do it, Meowth. You got this. You just gotta hype yourself up, okay? Yeah, I got this. Wait, no. What's he doing? Someone stop him. Cover your ears. My loneliness is killing me. Oh, and I must confess, I still believe. This is horrible. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Someone help. Give me a Please, someone stop him. Oh, God. Hit me, baby, one more time. I'm really, really sorry. Yeah, collect the resources. Well, we do have everything we need here. Later on, for planning out the mega build, we're going to need a lot of wool. So I thought before we build, we'll quickly put up an impromptu wool farm. That's right, little ally. That's right. You know what it means. It's time. It's time for Redstone with Meowth. Yeah! How do you make a wool farm? That's a great question, dear viewer. And it's one I obviously know very well, but I'm not going to tell you, otherwise you just skip the section. Obviously you'll never learn anything. It's super easy. I know exactly how they work, and I'm not just guessing here. Okay, first we need to decide what colours we're going to get here. There you go, we're not doing every colour, so there should probably be more than enough for planning out the mega base. We'll grab a little bit of this. Also, side note, I don't know if I've messed with a shader or something, but like, when was the nether this foggy and red? This is ridiculous, I can barely see anywhere. We'll also grab a bit of this. We'll make ourselves a bunch of observers. This is not the recipe. How do you make an observer? Redstone genius at work, What is it? Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? How do you make an observer? Of course, this is how you make it. Absolutely no help there. Observer. What else might we need? Any ideas? I'm trying to think. Look, this is what I've got so far. What else might you need for a sheep farm? I know. Do you? Idea. I've really got no idea. I don't know what else I might need. Let me think about how they work. 1 second. Ah, of course. we are going to need some way when the wool pops off the sheep to collect it. So we can do that by like an ally or a copper golem or a copper minecart is probably the easiest way. Let's just do that. Okay, now this should be everything we need, right? We're not missing anything. You tell me if we're missing something. Nah, I'm sure we're good. Okay, so we need chests. We need chests for the wool to actually go in. We have chest. Pop it into chest. We want a minecart here with you on. We then want to surround this, and this is where our dirt goes. Our dirt that we bought, it's right here. I just left it on the ground over there. Don't worry about it. We put our dirt here. We need a fence. You said we had everything. How could you? You are not telling me everything we need, even though I said it was a quiz. Okay, now we should have everything we need. We want our observer here to be not that way, this way round, and then we want redstone here, and then dispenser here, and then shears in here. I think this should work. How do I test this? Can I just break this? Huh! It did a thing. It's not the nicest looking farm of all time. So if we do this, and then we get our sheep in. Okay, whose lucky day is it for some nice real estate upgrade? Whoever escapes first gets the upgrade. You. Congratulations. Please. Please. Climb. 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 Climb up here. You can trust me. Yes. Yes. No. Climb. 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 Stop climbing down. Climb up. Climb up. Please climb up. Please. Thank you. Now get in the hole. No, come up. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna, you just in there, mate. In you get. Yes. Okay. And then probably could do sharing it ourselves. So that picked it up. It has. That's a good sign. Did you see it? Did you see it do the thing? Am I a redstone genius or what? I'm acting like this isn't like one of the easiest farms to build in the game. And quite frankly, I struggled on it. I'm just going to build one of these, but all of these colours. Easy, simple, there'll be no problems with it. I'm also going to put some sniffers down. I forgot to do that. I'm going to do that first. Okay. That's not very nice. There's a lot of these guys. Yeah, that felt weirdly... Oh my god, they almost broke my shield. Look at the amount of arrows those guys shot at me. Help me! Okay, enough agonizing and pain. It's time to make the worst sanctuary you've ever seen. Because these are all the fences I could find. Oh my god. I have 300 hours in this world. This is the best I can muster. But Sniffer, I've never done these. What do I do? Do I just put it down? Egg? 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 Hatch egg? Egg? Egg dance? Egg dance. We got to do the egg dance. It will wake them up. Okay, yeah, I'm going to leave these guys and hope they grow up with our help there and just build more of these until we've got one of each of these colours of wool. I'll see you when it's done. Guys, look! The sniffer egg's cracking! It's cracking! It's going to open! This one's cracking too! I'm still building the farm. I just was excited about the sniffers. Okay, back to building the farm. Come on, just get in there. Just a little bit more, please. In you get. Nice. Oh, hello there. I'm still building the farm. I've got hitboxes on, but I do have something to show you. I'm being haunted by ghosts. What are these flying hitboxes? Are they ghosts? Am I being haunted? Are these the Minecraft ghosts? Have they come for me? Have the spirits come for me? I'm scared. I'm going to go back to building the farm now. Goodbye. Hey guys, still building the farm. I'm just freaked out because the ghosts are moving. They've moved over here now. What does it mean? I'm scared. Please, someone send help. I'm going to continue building the farm now. Hi there, my name is Meoweth and I do redstone. Look at my redstone farm. That works really well. Guys, it actually does work. Look, wool. What? Iron? What? Oh my god, they've grown up. I've never seen the sniffers before. Look at this thing. It's really weird. You are strange. Oh, don't sniff me. That is freaky. Well, for no particular reason, definitely not in a heat wave and really need cooling down right now, I'm gonna name these two Ben and Jerry. Oh, aren't they fantastic? Also, Minecraft trivia, did you know a baby snifflet is called a snifflet? These are my snifflets. It sounds like, stop sniffing me, I'm leaving. Yes, we have ourselves a working wool farm. Look at all this wool it's already made. 7 lime, amazing. Look, 7 brown wool, amazing. And we'll leave this chugging away in the background while we go down here and work on our medieval city build. Oh, let's have a quick check on where the ghost moved again. I think I need to call the ghost hunter. So let's do that. Hello, my name is Meoweth. Are there any spirits out there? I'm trying to communicate with you. What is your name? What's your purpose? Why are you here? Oh. Right then. Okay, that was really weird. Let's ignore that and get down to the medieval city and get building. I thought we could build it together because it's been quite a while since we did that. Oh, I'm just on my pile of shulkers and chests here, which I need to move out of the way, and it's going to take me about 20 minutes to do. Yeah, that's a problem for future me. Okay, let's start off with getting like a basic shape in here. I want to fit another building on the end here, so I don't want it to take up too much space. Lovely. Job's done. Good. Keep building. Add it to the city. I'm obviously joking. We're not just leaving a horrific diorite cube here, but this is the shape we're working with. Not going to do anything too fancy on this one, just keep it as a cube. But let's get a door and some windows in and maybe texture up this diorite a bit with some other blocks. I'm going a little experimental with it, and we're going to be using things like birch and mushroom stem, some polished diorite, and pale oak as well. I wanted to try something a little different and go a little bit more intense on the texturing, so let me get those things in. Okay, see, now are you starting to get the... What is going on with that diorite? It's having a disco rave up there. It's quite a lot of blocks on a small build, which is why I'm a little bit hesitant, but I think they blend quite nicely. And we're going to continue this all the way around the building, and then we'll get to adding some finer details in. There you go, we've got it textured. It's looking a little weird right now because it's lacking detail. It's just a textured cube with some windows, but I've left a gap here. I thought we could have like a balcony here. I thought that'd be nice. We've got a couple of windows around the building. I've missed the glass here. Let's just get that in. Textured the back as well, and we've got a door up there because I thought instead of having the staircase inside, we could have some like copper walkways leading up here for the second floor. But now we need to get some of the finer details in. I think it would be nice if we could get like a white and red. I think they're called A-wings. We're going to add a few more details like pots here, add a couple of flower beds maybe at each of these windows. We'll get the balcony in and get the roof in. Here we go, really coming along. Big difference from that diorite cube we had at the start. That's why you just gotta trust the process. You gotta trust it. You saw the cube and you were like, Alf, this is terrible. You've fallen off big time. But actually, I may be okay. Don't know why I decided to use the copper columns as part of these lantern designs. I just wanted something a bit bulkier. We need to give it a name as well. What should we call our little bakery here? I'm calling it Greg's. because I'm hungry and I really want a sausage roll at the minute. We got the window here where I'm hoping to put like a counter with maybe some fresh bread and cakes and stuff you can see through the window, which is why we made it such a big window. We just got random pots for decoration filling out the space. Our cool white and red striped overhang here, I think that's come out really well with using the banners as well to just amplify it that little bit more. And then I also really like the balcony design up there. I decided to just use only pale oak on it and make it blend into the building, because even though it is a nice balcony, it's not really got the nicest view. You can maybe see something over there. Maybe. Anyway, I do want to fill out this space and we're just going to make it a little alleyway. So I might give it a little overhang here and then we're going to transition from our path block here into some maybe gravel and granite and maybe a bit of dirt that will lead around the back here where we can then build our way up. Okay, we've got like a little alleyway here which fills out nicely. I made it quite subtle because it's not really supposed to draw your eye. It's just a way to get round back here. We could come through here and I'm going to chop all of this down and make this like a load bearing wall here. Hence the tall fence here. But we can come back here and climb up our copper grating. But I think it looks pretty cool. Maybe could do with more support somehow. But it'll do. Don't know what this guy's doing. Just felt like I needed to fill the space, so I put him there. Sorry, mate, you're there forever. I think we're pretty done with the exterior, so we'll move on to the interior, where the bottom floor here is going to be the bakery, and the top floor will just make like a living place for the person who works here. I just had a thought. Wouldn't it be cool if we had like some kind of connection between the tree and bakery here? Maybe some fences with like hanging signs hanging off them. That's kind of cool. I kind of like it. Shape's a bit weird. Maybe we'll come back and fix that, but it's alright for now. Let's move on to our interiors. Okay, let's start off with getting our flooring in. I'm thinking we do it out of birch. Okay, that's looking pretty nice to me. Let's also get ourselves like a little carpet here. And how are we going to tackle this? I think we need a ceiling on, and we'll contrast with the bottom and make it out of maybe dark oak and spruce. And we'll give it a bit of variation and not just make it flat. So we use some slabs and some blocks like so. Okay, nice. Let's also get some lights on here. I'm a big fan of the copper lanterns. I just think they look pretty cool. Now, what would we have in a bakery? We're gonna need a till, a kind of stand where the person working can work. So let's do that in this corner, something like this. And then if we put a barrel in the corner, what other stuff do I have to just throw here? A crafter. And sure, we'll give them a little table with a sea pickle cup. And we want some stuff to be visible through the window. I do think I might dabble into using the armor stand mod here. I could use iron frames, but I think it'd be nice if I just armor stand a few things in here. But for now, let's get like a little display case here, like so. We probably have room over here for like a taller display case. We'll also do it out of crimson. It's a block I don't often use, so why not use it in an interior like here? And I think we probably have room for a smaller one just in the middle of the room here. That does leave this corner a little empty. Maybe we just add a couple of barrels, maybe a hay bale. And we'll put a flower pot on top of here, maybe with, I don't want it to be bright, so maybe just a fern would be good there. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I'm liking it. We need to get the bakery goods in now. I do have this cake we can put down, and I also bought a spare turtle egg. And then the rest of it I'm going to add in with some armor stand magic. So I'll see you when that's done. Hello, I've done some armor stands. Would you like to see? Ooh, little peek through the window. Ooh, fun. Let's head on into Greg's. Isn't this cool? We've got in the window ledge here a bunch of honey and other bits you can see as you pass by. On the table here we've got some bread and a plate of cookies, which took me ages and looks terrible, but it's interesting anyway. It adds a bit of interest. We've got some dried meat up here and a pie and stuff. Yeah, it's only a little details, but when you're just walking by or inside there, it just adds a lot to the build, I think. So that's the downstairs bakery done of Greg's. So let's head on upstairs and complete their kind of living area. Okay, let's head on in here and get ourselves a flooring in. I think out of andesite. You know what, actually, it could be cool because it's not a huge area we're working with to kind of separate the space by flooring. Let's see if we can't do this out of oak instead to kind of separate the space. And then I think in this corner we're going to have one of those like huge beds. I'm not sure what they're called, but the massive beds with like the overhang and they have like the curtains and stuff on the side. We might not have enough space here, but I'm going to give it a go. And I have a lot of pink blocks left over, so let's maybe do it out of that. We'll add a kind of divider here where we're going to add the bed. The actual bed itself, I think we'll make white as well, just so it's not fully pink. Let's surround the bottom like this, slab up here, have hanging signs. Maybe that's the way to go. Okay, and then we need some trapdoors probably. I don't mind this actually, I don't mind this at all. Let's get some paintings going as well. Okay, that's quite nice. It's quite obnoxious at the minute though, so we probably want to separate the entrance like this. We'll add a carpet as well. And then that blocks our vision when we're entering the door of the actual bed area and makes it a bit less obnoxious. We're going to need to cover the chimney campfire somehow as well. How are we going to do that? I wonder if we make it kind of funky. Like we do this, and then we can have this on both sides. Yeah, because it's kind of like a structural supports holding it up. Let's get like a little tripwire hook where we can hang our jacket up. Don't want to block the pathway to the balcony, so probably this corner is the best place. Maybe just a table and some chairs, a little birch table in, and we'll get some warped seats as well for a bit of colour in here. Let's get a couple of other details in here. Cover that light up. Maybe just some bookshelves here with a couple of actual spruce shelf with some flower pots on. And to go with the pink, we will add a cherry sapling and a pink tulip, and that'll match with the bed. Get a sea pickle in here, and finally scatter a few books in. Lovely. There you have it. I think it's come out pretty alright. Very nice, very cutesy. We love a Greg's. We love a Greg's, regretting that name. Obviously you've been with me for the interiors, but I think they're pretty nice. I think I did well working with the limited space in here. And the final touch for this building is from our lovely sniffers, who hopefully have grown up and dug some stuff up for us. Hello Ben and Jerry. It felt a bit mean keeping them in this very limited space, but I did see there, oh yeah, a pitcher pod and some torch flower seeds. I'll move you guys to a nice home at some point, I promise. Yeah, definitely. Just right here. Oh, I have to grow it first, don't I? We'll leave that there and then maybe come back at the end of the episode and hopefully it'll have grown up. And I hope in the time it took me to build that our sheep here have been working away. Oh, pretty good. Close to about 30 to 15 each. It's not yet going to be enough wool for what we need for the planning today. We're going to need quite a lot more than that. But I did want to build a very small section of the mega base to give you kind of an idea of the scale of it and what we're going to be trying to achieve with it. So I'll quickly gather up some materials and then hopefully we'll have some more wool to work with. And while I do it, I'll just tell you a very quick fact about myself. Yeah, so a really interesting fact about me, Meoweth, is that, why hello there, I've had to AFK for actually a really long time. It's been a really long time. Yeah, I did the calculations. I actually needed a lot more wool than I thought, but I've sat here AFK for basically ages, and we have a bunch of wool now to be able to get on with planning out our mega base. And I've decided on its location being over here, past the bridge we built to actually give the bridge a purpose, on this lovely hill here. We're going to have to do a lot of terraforming, but we get such a nice view of everything we've built. I think it'll be worth it. But anyway, nothing left to do now. Yes, that's right, Mr. Chicken. We're going into a build montage. Are you excited? Yes! Let's go, let's build. Getting the plan for this thing actually down has really cemented in my head just the pure scale of this thing. This thing is massive. It absolutely dwarfs anything else we've built on this world, except maybe the mountain. But I would say that's more terraforming and a bit different to an actual structure like this. I want to point out a lot of what's going on here is very temporary and very subject to change. But I wanted to get a rough plan in, and so you know, the terrain here is obviously not going to stay like this, but I wanted to build it up to give a better idea of the kind of scale of the mountain and the shape we were going for here. I think we might eventually make it slightly less steep and maybe add some really tall trees going all the way up. I think that'd look nice. But the actual castle itself, and I am really sorry to any German speakers because I'm about to pronounce the name of the castle, which I very much cannot pronounce. Neuschwanstein? 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 Something like that. Anyway, picture on your screen. So yeah, you can kind of see how I've drawn some loose inspiration from that, with it being up on the hill here, having a nice big tower at the front and kind of the gate at the front leading up to the main castle. We have a number of buildings kind of planned out in different colours of wool. The main one here at the back with a couple of really tall towers, and then different buildings and different towers going all the way around. And it is a lot of work. There's a lot of buildings, a lot of planning. Just the pure scale of it. That is, bro, where are you going? Get down from there. You're gonna fall. Please, bro, please don't do it. Please, please. I think he's good. Sure. Yeah, the absolute scale of this thing is a bit daunting, I won't lie, but we'll take it one step at a time, which we of course already have with our first step in here of our kind of grand staircase leading up. Once again, very subject to change. I'm not actually sure what kind of block palette I want to go for. I'm thinking I might want to incorporate a little bit of red or yellow. The sulfur update is not yet out, but the yellow and red blocks that's adding, I'm quite interested in using, so we might try and incorporate it here somewhere. But I am leaning towards making a more white castle, grey-white castle. But for now, we've got a grand staircase here with a bit of dark to light texturing. It's always tricky building on this scale because when you're up close, it looks a bit messy and weird, but the further away you get, starts to blend together and create a really nice effect. And this will lead up and around to the gate and the actual main castle itself. Anyway, I've spent hours and hours of my life doing this, and I'm going to spend hours and hours more. So you better subscribe. Do it right now, because I'm ending the video. The video's over. I'm going to run out of rockets. Goodbye. Bye.